Have you ever been completely convinced something was true, only to discover that your memory was wrong, not just slightly off, but undeniably, inexplicably incorrect? And what if you found out that millions of people shared that exact same false memory, down to the smallest detail? This strange phenomenon is known as the Mandela Effect, and it's so baffling that it has led some to wonder, could this be evidence that parallel universes actually exist? The Mandela Effect takes its name from one of the most famous examples, Nelson Mandela's death. Many people vividly remember him dying in prison during the 1980s. They recall news broadcasts, his funeral, even the emotional speeches given by world leaders. But in reality, Mandela was released from prison in 1990, became South Africa's first black president, and passed away in 2013. So why do so many people remember an event that never happened? Some dismiss it as simple confusion, but when thousands of unrelated individuals share the same precise false memory, it raises eerie questions. Could these people have somehow crossed over from a parallel universe where Mandela did die in prison? This isn't the only example. Think about Darth Vader's famous line in The Empire Strikes Back. If you're like most people, you'd swear he says, "Luke, I am your father." But if you watch the scene again, you'll hear something different. "No, I am your father." The misquoted version is so ingrained in pop culture that even people who've seen the movie dozens of times are shocked to realize they've been wrong all along. How can so many people misremember the same iconic line in exactly the same way? Then there's the Berenstain Bears, the beloved children's book series. For countless readers, the name was always Berenstain, spelled with an E. But if you look at the actual book covers, it has always been Berenstain, with an A. People who grew up reading these books are adamant that it used to be different, some even claiming they had old copies with the spelling. Yet no such version has ever been found. If this were just a case of misreading, why would so many people insist on the exact same alternate spelling? Skeptics argue that the Mandela Effect is nothing more than the fallibility of human memory. Our brains don't record events like perfect video cameras, they reconstruct memories, filling in gaps with assumptions. Sometimes, widely believed misconceptions like the misquoted Darth Vader line spread until they overwrite the truth in people's minds. But this explanation doesn't fully account for why so many people independently recall the same incorrect details, especially when they're so specific. This is where things get even stranger. Some theories suggest that the Mandela Effect might be evidence of alternate realities. In quantum physics, there's an idea called the many worlds interpretation, which proposes that every possible decision or event creates a branching universe. If that's true, then perhaps some people's memories come from a timeline where certain details like the spelling of Berenstain or Mandela's fate were different. Maybe, somehow, fragments of those other realities are bleeding into ours, creating these shared false memories. Even more unsettling is the idea that some Mandela effects seem to flip back and forth. Take the Looney Tunes cartoons. Some people remember it as Looney Tunes, reasoning that it made sense because they were cartoons. But it has always been tunes, referencing the music-heavy nature of the early shorts. Yet the debate persists, with some people insisting it used to be one way before changing. Similarly, the Monopoly Man, the mascot from the classic board game, is often remembered wearing a monocle. But if you check the actual game art, he's never had one. Why would so many people add the same imaginary detail? The implications are mind-bending. If our memories can't be fully trusted, how much of what we know is actually true? And if reality itself might be shifting in subtle ways, what does that say about the nature of existence? The Mandela Effect doesn't just challenge our recall, it forces us to question whether the past is as fixed as we believe. Whether the Mandela Effect is a glitch in human memory, a sign of parallel universes, or something else entirely. One thing is certain: it reveals just how fragile our perception of reality can be. Maybe the truth is out there, hiding in the gaps between what we remember and what actually happened, or perhaps, in another universe, the answers are completely different.
Hey there, if you're enjoying this video and appreciate the effort behind it, don't forget to like this video. It really helps the channel grow, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss an update. Oh, and one more thing, share this video with your friends. Spread the love and support. Alright, now let's get back to the video. Let me know if you want any tweaks.